I think you've come up on a new timeline, which is interesting. So let's dive in. Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I will be reading for you today. Remember, if this message does not resonate, go ahead to the next reading. It will not resonate for all people, but if it does, lock in. I think Ancestors got some stuff for you, Alchemists. So what I'm seeing here is it looks like there's either been some kind of timeline shift, or that you've bumped into or ran into or got ran over by a new timeline. And so what I'm seeing is that we're going to see a lot of your spiritual gifts like coming online big time with the extra card. And we're also going to start seeing soul memory. The most significant, we're going to see, well, not the most significant, but we're also going to see a cancellation in some soul contracts, because it looks like your gifts are so strong that it's able to suss out anything that's kind of faux on the outside, but then there's really something not aligned or misaligned underneath, or even, entity attached. And so you're getting rid of, or you already have gotten rid of, a lot of those connections that you had in your life. And it looks like you're coming upon a time of just real, people are going to start seeing in real time the evidence of your gifting. They're going to start understanding exactly the kind of spiritually awake and aware person that you are. I just keep hearing aligned, aligned, aligned. You've been aligned. And then at the same time, it could also look like you have just disconnected from somebody with the Bye Felicia card also. And this almost looks like relational. It looks like a relationship. And that there is something in that relationship that you're going to find out. And because you find that thing out, especially with the receipts card, and it looks like it's only a matter of time, because you find it out, that specific soul contract will be canceled. And so it looks like you have several soul contracts that you are personally canceling, that you are personally like setting on fire big time, right? You're personally getting rid of a lot of these karmic energies, and that is what aligned you. And I'm willing to bet that when I go to tarot, this is actually going to bring me up for the King or the Queen of Wands. And so you're looking at, what you're looking at is really a time of celebration. Like, it's almost, while maybe you're grieving like the past and you're grieving the old version of you, it looks like you're actually looking forward to and will be soon celebrating just newfound acquaintances, newfound freedom, newfound fire, especially with this Fuego card. This could always also say something about a new love coming in. I'm not feeling that right now. But it is possible that it is saying that. It looks like you've always, with the black sheep, you've always been somebody who kind of went their own way, I'm hearing. You kind of did things in a way that were not normative, especially for like the group of friends that you were around, or like even your family. You did things in a way that you like carved out your own path. And I think that's part of what we're seeing with this Fuego card coming up. It feels like the Queen of Wands, so it feels like you're stepping into a time of real creativity, passion, fun. I just keep seeing creativity, like passion and fun, and just a wealth of life experience. Like, I keep seeing you dancing. So this is going to be a really beautiful time of exploration for you, a time that's going to fuel your endeavors, because I feel like that's where this reading is going to go. That Queen of Wands energy is going to fuel the endeavors that you're walking into. And so it looks like with the brick wall, the graduation in reverse and the spilling the beans, what you are doing in this moment is building in silence. It looks like you have cut out a lot of folks. And so that means that what's happening is that there's some curiosity about you. Where are you? What you doing? Why you cut me off? I didn't like it. Like, that energy is definitely there. Don't get me wrong. Like, your energy is often missed. I feel like people have taken advantage of the fact that you have been common in their lives, but then once you remove yourself, they can feel that void. And so your presence is missed, and people are watching, I'm hearing, and kind of asking themselves, if not other people, well, what's going on with collective? Like why they haven't been, I'm hearing they haven't been on social media. And if you're not on social media, like, it's like we haven't seen them around. I'm like hearing family functions. I'm like hearing, like, you know, stuff with friends. Like, you just have not been super sociable. And that's because you've been doing a lot, right, of spiritual work. Like, you ain't no joke. Like, you like, oh no, I'm about this life. And so what I'm feeling that ancestors and divine are leading you towards is keeping a lot of what it is that you are building towards to yourself. I'm hearing that they are saying, you know, continue to build in silence, continue to build in silence, and even to some extent birth in silence, because people, that's funny, that's cute, because people will hear a crying baby. I hope that made sense to you. I understood it. Yeah. And because you don't want anybody chaining to you that does not need to be there, right? Like, that is part of why you're aligned, because you have gotten rid of, well, I just say you have gotten rid of energy suckers. They are gone or going, but it looks like a lot of them have gone. Like, you have ghosted folks. And that's because you recognize that there was something about their energy that was kind of sponging or pulling from your energy. When people first meet you, they feel, it seems like this, they feel this, it feels like they feel this desire, or they recognize your openness, and so they tend to be very transparent. And because you are so warm, and because you're so loving, and because you are so caring, people will get attached to you. Like, and I'm not sure if folks are like spiritual, or like it seems like it doesn't matter whether people are spiritual or not. It's like they sense your aura. They can sense the gentleness. They can sense the love in it. But often that gets seen by manipulators who want to use you for something. Hence the chains with codependency. And so I think probably a lot of your life you found that people will have you around. Sometimes it feels like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it feels like jealousy. Sometimes it has a lot of different faces to it. But you've learned in this time that, yeah, though people will have their faces on, you can actually see through them. You recognize what's underneath that bright and shiny thing that's on top. And so you've distanced yourself from them because you found that in those relationships, you're not seen well. You're not seen in your fullness. You're not heard in your fullness. You're not appreciated in your fullness. And so people will get into relationships with you because of the protection that you have, because of the covering that you have, because of the love that you have. it's almost like your love and your loyalty protects them in some kind of way. Confirmation. And so they will attach themselves to you. Some of these people can be entity attached. Some of them just can be like attached because of their wounding, and they can see like the salve for that wounding in you. Because you have kind words, I'm hearing, because you have wisdom, because your aura itself offers clarity. That's deep. And I quote. And so you are being guided and directed to, yes, good thing, get rid of these folks, but also what it is that you're working on as what looks like the Queen of Wands, to keep that on the low. To keep it on the low. Now it does look like we have the Temp card that came out. And so, yes, it looks like there is something in you. It may not always surface, but it's definitely in you, like somebody who is multifaceted, somebody who loves to have fun. So not only are you super beautifully spiritual, and in some way kind of reclusive, right? Like kind of just your own person. So you dance to the beat of your own drum, and you're discerning as shit, but you're also like a partier. But also what I'm getting from that energy is just to be careful about any kind of addictions or any, have fun. Of course, things out of the ground are probably safer, right? But it looks like the divine is warning you against, not only do people tend to be codependent on you, but then sometimes you can lean towards codependency on other things. People even, like I think that's part of the reason why you kept some of these folks in your energy for so long. But also it looks like you could be codependent on other things, like, maybe drinking a little bit too much, maybe partying a little bit too much. Ain't nothing wrong with a party. Don't hear me saying that, okay? But everything in moderation except for crack, right? That's what my grandma used to say. Amazing lady. So you might also be finding yourself coming upon like a time of like cleansing. It's possible that you are feeling like some things in your energy, confirmation, some things in your energy are just not working out. Like that's part of the reason that you got rid of so many people. Not got rid of them, like threw them away or nothing, but like remove them from your energy. Solid. And so it feels like you're either being called to a different kind of lifestyle, or just kind of like towards wellness, or if this resonates, you're steering away from kind of fast foods. You're doing more like walking and exercising, maybe kickboxing. For some reason I saw kickboxing, that might resonate with someone. And so you're doing a lot of things just to kind of keep up your mental, I'm hearing, and also keep up your tempo. Because it looks like that's going to be important for where it is that you go as the Queen of Wands. And it looks like what Spirit is asking you, or kind of signaling in your body, or your higher self is signaling in your body, that the upkeep on your tempo is going to be extraordinarily important for your stamina, because you are going to be going into a time of like extreme busyness. And so that upkeep, that making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're getting all your protein, making sure you got all your vitamins on board, you eating your green leafies, you are just performing the self-care. You go into therapy, right? Like you're doing your spiritual practices, you're doing your rituals that are gonna help. Just making sure that you're practicing wholeness, I'm hearing. Not just spiritually, but also mentally and also in the body. And so this is another reason why it looks like Spirit is saying that you are aligning, because you're not just cleansing out the errant energy from your aura, and you're not just cleansing out some of these kind of toxic influences in your circles, but you are also doing a cleanse on your body. Bottom of the deck, harmony. You are creating a harmony. You are creating alignment all the way through your life. And you may find that you're doing kind of some spring cleaning, that you're getting some new stuff in, that you're getting the old stuff out. Like, it's almost like you are currently in the process of packing bags to move into whatever this new manifestation is. We can't forget about this. You are watching your money. And this is also saying for you to be careful in your finances as you go forward, to make sure that you're doing budgeting, to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your credit score, to make sure that, you checking out Chat GPT to ask them if there's anything that needs to be removed or that can be removed off your credit report. Like, utilizing all of the tools, all of the skills that you have and the skills that the people around you have and the resources that they have, to make sure that you are also fiscally fit. Because it just feels like, it feels like a time of just really tightening up. Because as you expand, I'm hearing, as you grow, these are going to be like a budget for everything in your life, right? Like, you've performed an audit already. That's what the fuck we're looking at. Oh, that's funny. Tax day was just the other day, but you've performed an audit, as Spirit is saying, and you're doing an audit on your entire life and your entire lifestyle. You're creating sustainability, I'm hearing. You're trimming that which, you're trimming the fat from your attachments, I hear Spirit saying. So it's almost like they're saying that whatever woundings connected you with some, the folks that you got rid of, they weren't there for no reason. You all shared some woundings, confirmation. And with that, you were sharing energy. Well, that energy does not just chill in your aura, right? Like it creates, energy creates. It created not just trauma bonds, but also shared habits of the people that you're around. It feels like a virus. That's what it feels like. It feels like Spirit is describing that kind of transfer of energy, transfer of toxicity, transfer of habits as viral. And that, as the virus goes on, it ends up shedding, and then it ends up eventually dying. And so what you're doing, what you have done is vaccinated yourself against these folks. Okay, so it also looks like there is something funny going on. We have the red flagged and key player come out, dirty money, and that all came out on top of financial struggle. Oh, card went flying. And the Hierophant. And so immediately I start thinking, okay, Spirit, so what is going on? Like, the Hierophant and the Five of Swords in reverse. And I was like, okay, Spirit, so what is happening? Because what we also are seeing is sipping come out with reading up, and then a lot of wands. We have the, what is this? The High Priestess and the Four of Cups in reverse. And then we got a lot of Pentacles. And so what I'm seeing is that you are moving from a place of maybe not quite having as much financially to having plenty financially, because you're coming up as going to be the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. And so again, this is talking about financial stability, and it looks like you fit's going to be stable and you are about to be paid, but also that pay comes with some burdens, and it comes with some things that you're going to have to watch out for, is what it sounds like Spirit is saying. You may be in a place of, with the High Priestess and the Cups, so it may be something about your love life, or even how kind of sometimes it's lonely at the top. So it looks like this energy has not happened just yet, but it's coming up on a point where it's going to happen very soon. And so you're going to be financially stable. And it looks like Spirit is trying to ready you for that. But also what Spirit is saying is that there is a Page of Cups coming in. So you're coming upon a time where of somebody who, how can I say this? Somebody who does not quite deserve you is going to come. It looks like it's possible that this person could breadcrumb you, or has breadcrumbed you in the past, or that you, oh, Jesus. Okay, so this is not a good person, and you probably either know them, or this is just warning to say, hey, make sure you file this in your little files up there, because somebody is coming that is not fantastic. And this could be a number of somebodies. I'm not sure if you saw on the last reading where I talked about the planets, and how sometimes haters are, since you are growing so quickly in your spiritual journey, you amass a lot of mass. And so especially with the planet, with those kinds of big gas planets, they attract things. That's how Saturn got its moons, right? That's how Saturn got its rings. Those giant planets attract debris from, their gravitational pull pulls it in. You are likewise. You are going to, just like you had to get rid of a bunch of people, people are constantly going to be drawn to you and attracted to you. And it looks like you about to come up on some money. And it looks like this money is a gift from the divine. And it also looks like you and the divine share a very close relationship, because the divine came up as a Hierophant and you come up as the High Priestess. It's only in reverse because you are not aware that this person is coming back, or maybe you could be aware and you just kind of bored with it. And so somebody who did not handle you well before, I'm going to assume, because they came up as the motherfucking devil. So they could be a Capricorn or some kind of earth sign. You could be a Pisces or some kind of water sign. And so that person came up as the devil. It looks like they might take their time to get to you, but it also looks like they are hiding a lot of passion for you, and not just passion for you yourself, but also passion for what it is that you're working on. And part of why they're coming toward you is not just because of you, but they are coming because you coming up as the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You are coming up financially stable. Again, as the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be somebody that you worked with. This could be somebody that is coming to say, hey, I want to work on this relationship. And also, this Eight of Pentacles is coming up because you are working on something. Like I said earlier in the reading, Queen of Wands. And so you're coming up as this person's Queen of Wands, but also you could be a fire sign, and you could also be a water sign. And so also, or you just could be very passionate and fucking good at what it is that you do. So this person is coming for a lot of different reasons, because you have upgraded your status, because you got some money coming out, you've birthed a thing, and so you're coming out as the Queen of Wands. They are heavily attracted to you, but they are also attracted to the status upgrade that you have. And again, like spirit, like ancestors are saying, an upgrade brings burdens. What Peter Parker's uncle, I think Max, was that his name? I can't remember. So Peter Parker's uncle said to him, hey, with a lot of power comes responsibility. I know that was a real quote. Peter Parker's uncle said it. And so that's what your ancestors are saying. They're like, look, you are about to, baby. You're about to get exactly what it is that you wanted. You wanted financial stability, you about to get it. You wanted like alignment in relationship, you about to get it. You wanted to celebrate, baby, you're about to get it. You wanted to create something that you were passionate about and like go after your purpose, you about to get it. You want to see those spiritual gifts like turn the fuck up, you are about to get it. But also with that comes other things. It comes burdens. It comes people who are wanting to take advantage of you. And so what this is just saying is, hey, just be ready. Just know that these folks are coming in, and they're going to want you to pour out some of what you got going on. And so just be ready, like you have been. Identify the red flags. And then if you got enough evidence, move the fuck on. And this is what keeps you aligned, I'm hearing. A lot of wands, a lot of passion. Honey, you coming up as the Queen of Wands. God, here comes somebody else that hasn't come just yet. Jiminy crickets. Somebody with the same kind of energy, like where the Page of Cups came out as somebody who wanted you. This is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands coming out. I don't know, it feels karmic. It feels like they not right. And maybe somebody that you already finished a cycle with. It gives devil energy too. They might be trying to restore something that you had previously, or something that they did not act on, but they should have. It could have been that you could have considered this person a twin flame of some sort. Also, earlier I saw something about a car. You might be getting a car, or needing to get a car soon, or wanting to get a car soon. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Whoever this Page of Wands is trying to meet you, but they can't. This looks like it was probably somebody from a previous relationship. It looks like they are also going to try and come in and work on a connection. But it looks like this connection is not in the cards. This is not something that you are going to want to invest in. They want to invest in it again. It looks like you will not want to invest in it, or your ancestors are saying that you should not, because you did this already. You did it. You did it already, and guess what? It didn't work. And guess what? They wasn't on the level. And so guess what? They gets blocked. Or you may actually just see through all of these people. What is it that you do want? What is it that you do want? Somebody who's going to match you spiritually. Do you not think that some of you may not think that that person exists? I feel a little bit of doubt that you think that you'll meet somebody that that matches your fly, literally, with the Page of Wands. At the split, it looks like I have a King of Swords and a Tower. It could have been that you were with an air sign and that relationship ended, and you thought that it would have been a long-term relationship. Yeah, they could have been some kind of air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or that person kind of had a split personality, or like were not were not what you thought they were going to be. Jesus, you got a lot of folks around here. And everybody want to talk today. So what's coming up for you? Because it just, okay. So it feels like we got another Four of Pentacles. Not only will you keep your money to yourself, but you keep in the time that you invest in other people to yourself. Like, it looks like you're being really careful about who it is, especially romantically, that you let into your orbit, because it's not turned out to be helpful previously. Like, you feel, in some ways, you feel like those relationships kind of dashed your idea of love. A lot, 77 might be significant. Oh, Geminis, we got 66 too. Wow. And so you're just not, another Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you're just not anxious to kind of jump into any kind of relationship right now. It looks like you are, you focused on your money. You're focused on the thing that's going to bring you abundance, on the thing that's going to bring you wealth. Look at that. Here's another Queen of Wands, right? Then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We got the Chariot, and we got the Page of Swords. So people are watching you, and you ain't studying them. Like, it looks like what you are healing from, all of the, every single nine swords that somebody else gave you, you're healing from that. And now they're experiencing that, that Nine of Swords energy. Wow. Yeah, it just looks like with the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, Lovers in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Sun. It just looks like you have seen and experienced a lot of relationships. And right now, it feels like, it just feels like you've been very unlucky in love in some ways. And so, and that stayed around for a very long time. Yeah, for a very long time. But especially, I dropped another card, especially with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Sun in the upright. It looks like you're doing a lot of healing work. You're doing the releasing of that. Let me grab that card, because another one popped out. Oh, wow. Okay, that's why we're talking about it. It looks like there is a Tower moment coming up, which in this case is very beautiful energy, because it is sandwiched between the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles. And so what we're not only looking at, like, your investments coming to fruition, investments that are going to stay a very long time. We could be looking at the appearance of somebody who you're interested in. God damn it. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, because we have the Emperor in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Cups in the upright. And as quickly as that Knight of Pentacles came in, is as quickly as he went out. Okay, so you got the Five of Cups and then the Five of Swords coming up. It was just somebody who couldn't match you mentally. You found them to be toxic. And so you are just burning away as the Queen of Wands. You're focusing on your passion. You focusing on the thing that's going to bring you financial stability. Love will come and go, it looks like. But right now, it looks like the Four of Cups again. Right now, you're just not, you may not be interested. You're working on your money, literally. You're working on your sustainability. That's beautiful. Yes, and you're running towards it because you know that that's going to bring you, jeez. Okay, all the cards, huh? Whoa. All right, baby. It's going to bring you clarity. Your money is going to bring you equal give and take. Like your investment is going to be wild. It looks like you may have a little bit of trepidation about starting anew, but you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Like it's gonna bring you, lots of passion. It's gonna bring you security. And this is, yeah, it just looks like it's your justice. And yeah, there will be lots of unions coming into play. Lots of unions that are not toxic coming into play. And that also is your justice, but this has not come up just yet for you. Yeah, just not yet. Right now is just your time to build, it looks like. Your time to invest in yourself, to invest in your business, to invest in your work. Yeah, and wherever these people are in the mix, they'll just be in the mix and you will continue to not give a shit. Keep an eye on your money. As I say that again, right? And again, that's the Ten of Wands. Like, generational wealth does not come without burdens. It just doesn't. But I also don't think that you are not acquainted to burdens so much that, like, burdens are not a thing that necessarily stop you from continuing on, because it looks like you've had a lot and this is your reaction to it. So this is beautiful energy. Go forth, Queen. Do what you do. Get these projects going. Add something beautiful to the world, because that is your reading, and the ancestors have spoken. You have a good day, okay? Love you, bye.